Hey everybody, it's t1shero. This is Linkle Liver Story. It's for the SEGA Saturn. It's one of my favorite games for the Saturn. It was like one of my first games when I started digging through the Saturn library. This was the first thing that I really played. So yeah, you play as a squirrel girl, that I call it. Online it says it's a fox, but as you'll see, she eats nuts, so I don't think foxes eat nuts. Alright, so here we go. The timer starts in 3, 2, 1, go. Alright. So yeah, starting off, once it loads, it definitely has a long load time. There's Linkle, laying there in the bed, having a dream. Dreaming of her life on the island. Nice mellow music. Calm. Just the soundtrack in general for this is really good. Yeah, this is about 10 or so seconds, give or take, of her dream that she's having. And now she's awake. Don't know what she's gonna say because it's all in Japanese, but so, oh, there's no sound? Uh-oh. Well, alright, so the first thing we gotta do, we gotta go train. But before we do that, there's this one area we have to stop into to get the most important item in the game that we're gonna use throughout. It's gonna give us wings. So what this does is it warps us to the beginning of the level, essentially. We're gonna be using that quite a bit. Alright, so since we got that, we're gonna go train to this. I can't remember his name, but I call him Grandpa Ratman. This guy. So he's going to talk about training. He's going to send up a staff that we have to practice our attacking on. And it comes up in and out of the ground at random spots. And hopefully it stays around me so I don't have to go too far. You can get 2 to 3 hits depending, but it goes faster each time the lower the health gets. All right, one more hit. There we go. Now we're going to be practicing running. So we gotta catch them. So this is basically your tutorial. I don't know if it actually works, but I feel jumping this game makes you go faster. I don't know if it's actual legit, but in any game, you have to jump. Jumping makes you go faster no matter what. All right, and now this is the end of it. Now a little birdie's coming, saying that there's a little dude that appeared on this island that we have no idea who it is. That's my guess, but I did have the English patch before. Oh yeah, here's the wings. It brings us right to the entrance. But yeah, little bird told us that there's this weird guy here. We chase him. He's looking for help because there's a big baddie that's going to be attacking, destroying the world or whatever. So we got to make our way down to our friends, show them this little bean that we got. All right, and we met up. Now here comes a big baddie. I think his name is, I don't know if it's Hungaro or Ungaro. Yeah, him and the master rat dude is having a little battle. And he sends out this little water dragon. Now, there's a little tech, not tech, but manip. You want him to be over closest to this area as possible, and he'll follow where you go. Gotta hit that gem on his head to deal damage. One good thing about this guy, he doesn't hurt you. You're just a little annoyance when you get stuck in the water. All right. And now these bubbles that you pop that are popping up that we're collecting is sort of a currency. And it's not going to be used until late game. So here we go again. Well, this little bean guy is going to take us out of our island. So we're going to use a magic cape. Fly to the beginning. And then go into the world. So our first stop is a Season Island. And in this game, we get staffs as weapons. So yeah, we're now on Season Island. And those flowers you see like on the left, those are how you upgrade your weapons. Use those for upgrades, but we're going fast, so we don't have time to actually collect those. So this is, I think, this is our first season that we can get. So each staff represents a season. I think this one's spring. Now that's it. That's all we have to do here. Now we have to go fight, go to a clock tower where this, like, what is it? What's those metal, those bowls that you put into a forge? A crucible. It looks like a giant crucible that we have to take out. Yeah, this place is pretty straightforward. Nowhere to get lost. But there's one thing in this game that is... It's a terrible design. See those little checkpoints on the ground? You need to collect them. And if you die in the level, it brings you back to that checkpoint. But let's say you beat the level, go into another one, and you die, it brings you right to the title screen, and that's it. So if you don't save your game manually or you collect one of those checkpoints, you lose all your progress. All right, so yeah, we don't kill enemies in this. It takes too much time. So and the running mechanic in this is it's a little bit to get used to. You double tap jump. And yeah, you gotta bust those little whatever those things are to open up the path. So here's our last floor before the boss. And this thing uses slopes as momentum, as you can see. Those whatever way those are going, you get a speed boost on it. All right, we'll destroy this one. Go up here. All right, definitely hit the checkpoint, but with this boss, we can buffer this guy. So if you hold B, it's a charge attack. You use that little bean guy. So what this staff does, it puts enemies to sleep. So the first thing we want to do is put this guy to sleep and start attacking him. So he has no chance of attacking. And that's it. All right, now we got to go back home. We gotta go tell our friends what happened. So forgot where to go. Forgot where to go. I'm still working on that. The voyage into Sega Saturn. All right. So yeah, like I said, we gotta go find our friends, which at least it's right here. We don't have to go all the way down to where we did previously. Now, one of our friends has fallen ill or put to sleep. So what he's telling us, we need to go get some things in order to make a potion to wake him up, essentially. So the first one, we're going to get a mermaid scale. All right, so first thing we want to do is come over here and aggro this stone hedge dude. Just run up in this corner because he will bust the blocks. It's the only way to get through here. That's it, we're in. Now these little enemies you are going to see coming up, these guys, some reason, like boost you. So you take damage and you roll, and it sends you flying through them. All right, so you know that stone hedge we angered recently? Well, he's here. And he is currently protected by these things, and he grows hands. And I did not mean to do that. I went swimming. So yeah, there's 4 of them in total. And this guy is definitely annoying because wherever he is, his hands go. And this is very terrible pattern, by the way. He rotates, and the back of his hands, they push you, and they're very annoying to deal with. But now that one's destroyed, we can now do damage to him. Hopefully it gives a good pattern. That's not the best right there. This is a longest attack pattern he has. So yeah, we just keep mashing on him. I would say this is the longest boss fight in the game. Besides the final, like the last 2 bosses. Because you only have 1 wand. He has no weaknesses because you only have the 1 wand, the staff. Yeah, he's pretty straightforward. He's simple. Most of the bosses are relatively easy. It's just the stages that get harder. He's almost dead. This guy's taking forever. And dead. Alright, how many bubbles? Alright, now we can leave. We can now go get the mermaid scale. Because we rescued the mermaids from this evil Stonehenge dude. And this part's annoying. There's these guys. They just get in your way and they make a lot of noise. Get out of my way. All right. Sorry for the noise. It's super noisy here. This is unbearable sometimes. All right, next, we need to get a lizard tail. So this is where RNG plays a big role. Like one of the only areas. But I did find a strat to deal with this. So, with this area, there's a bunch of boulders lying around everywhere. Like, and what you're supposed to do is break the boulders to find out which one he's in. But we don't have time for that because it causes a lot of lag. So, it's something you actually have to be paying attention to. As you see that I'm walking, if you pass by the rock where the lizard's under, the rock moves as you're walking. And this is like the worst I have ever seen. Like super focusing. I hope I didn't miss it. I may have missed it, so I have to go back. Yep. I missed it. Is he right here? But yeah, he was right at the start the entire time. I have never seen him there. I have never seen him there. That's why I didn't see him. I was confused when I saw that rock move. And yeah, he just goes, hides out underneath. So if you do happen to break the wrong rock, it sends out a bunch of bugs, like 4 or 5 bugs. And the more bugs there is, the laggier the screen gets. And it's not good. It's not a fun time. All right, now we got to go get a seed, a plant seed. This one's definitely annoying, but it's not all that hard. There's this flower that wants us to pollinate another flower. So it gives us a big ball of pollen. And we have to kick it up to the other flower. We have to escort it essentially and protect it. I haven't found a good route for this yet because one wrong move and the thing will bounce back at you because it bounces back on all the rocks. All right, so what we're protecting it from are, where are they? These fish. They like to eat the pollen. That's why the pollen can't get sent over to them, because these fish like to eat it. But this was actually really easy. No fish to deal with. I'm surprised. Oh, there he is. Missed it. All right, now we go back to the tornado. Now, since we got all the ingredients, we got to go back home to let our friend know. Still can't believe he was on the first rock. I have never seen that. Never. All right, so home. Oh, who's this? Somebody that is looking for help that ended up getting trapped by a saying, like, I forgot what he's like, a spider lady. I did play there is a English translation. I played it maybe once or twice, so I don't fully know everything that's going on, but we're just interpreting. We're just going off by what we think. Now look, he's been caught, and our friend has been taken. So we give him the tail, the scale, and the seed. So he can brew up a potion for us. And then here we go again with our capes. That brings us up to the beginning. So we have no idea where he was taken. So we got to go where Cassie is, because Cassie. Oh yeah, the name's Cassie, by the way. So yeah, we got to go say hi to Cassie because they need help. There's an imposter. Now this stage, it can be fun, but it can be tedious. All right, and what Cassie's giving us is a new staff. It's yellow, and what this one does, it has a unique charge to it. So with these waterfalls, you can jump up them, but if you're at the wrong spot, you won't make it. And those ones to the right, you can jump up, but it's so tedious. It's easier just to jump down on these springs. Oh, see what I mean? If you just off just a hair. All right. But we have, and there's one more we got to jump up right here, right next to the save. We collect that. So what this wand does, it allows the bean to pick up items and gather them for you. So here we're going to pick up these bombs and throw it at them. And use the bean as a weapon too. I don't remember what this guy's name is. I know it starts with a P. Alright, he's almost to phase 2. Whoops. I think one more hit and he'll be going to the harder phase. I guess I lied. All right, here we go. No? Yes? No. All right, now we are. All right, so what this does, he jabs at you. So you got to move around. If you get into a pattern, when you're charging up, when you go to charge up, that's when he'll attack. But you have to pay attention where the bombs are too, because if the bomb's on screen for a second, like a little bit longer, he will destroy them. And he's done. Puchimuku. Okay. Puchimuku. Alright, next we get to go to one of my favorite areas. I'll do a quick little demonstration why. It's just a little visual thing. So we're going to the cornfield, where we found out where the spider lady is. And the reason why it's my favorite, you'll see once the corn, just your ears pop out. And I don't know why, I just love that. Yeah, just easily make our way through. Avoid everything if possible. And there's our friend sleeping. So pretty much what this potion is, it allows us to go into his dream. So yeah, we're currently in his head right now. And what we must do, it's an escort. It's a simple escort. What you have to do, he doesn't step in water. So you got to destroy these blocks so we can get around without touching the water. I just figured it out recently why he goes around like that. It's because the water's there, and yeah, he's too scared to touch it. And we're coming up to the boss. This boss is fairly simple. Has no weaknesses either. So I'm going to switch to the blue staff just to be ahead of time. Just mash, stand up on top of her. She doesn't deal that much damage, and she's done. Yeah, like I said, the stages are a lot harder than the bosses. All right, and now we're gonna go back home, and they're very thankful because we woke him up. But Grandpa Ratman was here, and he gave us a little gift. What this does, it lets us use. It unlocks the staff's magic. Like, see that little bar? It fills up every time you deal damage, and each thing is different. So yeah, now we have to go to Crown Village to try get another staff. And we're going to be fighting another boss, but there's a trick to this guy. Love damage boosting. So what we're going to do, we're going to damage boost. Get right up in him. We're going to have to come back here later, because there's a tree up here that has a golden apple, and that's a full heal. It costs 100 bubbles, which we don't have. So we're gonna fly out of here again. Wait, instead of the staff she has, we got a different staff. She has the summer staff, I believe. All right, now we're going to the tower right next to us, which is called Machine Head. This is a little bit more complex. There's a lot more bosses, and with weaknesses. So we're gonna collect that just in case we die. It has wicked music too. Yeah, I can't really avoid those guys. Like I said, we don't really kill enemies because it takes too much time. So this guy's weakness is yellow. So we gotta destroy its legs first. And it turns this weird chainsaw dude, which, as you can see, with him being weak, it takes away a quarter of his health. And now we're gonna use this special weapon, which takes away... Never mind. It's supposed to like weaken his defenses. But I guess it's not working this time. There we go. He's dead. Alright, we're gonna get a little safety acorn here. Those are definitely lost a bit of health, but... And there was a save there too, but I don't need it yet. This guy has no weakness, so we're just gonna attack him with whatever. And let's switch to the blue staff, because the next boss is his weakness is a blue one. It's like this guy is really simple. He dies the quickest. All right, we have quite a bit of health, so but there's still a chance that we might die. So I'm gonna collect this checkpoint just to be safe over to the right. And here's where the fun begins. Hit it. All right, let's see if we can pull this off. It's luck here. This is luck based. Almost. That wind will blow you all the way down here. All right, so here we got to destroy this thing. This is blocking the door to the boss. All right. We're gonna go get some safety health. Definitely need it. All right, so with this, we're gonna go around the stairs the wrong way. Because if you go up this way, you get the little cutscene that happens right there. Text box that pops up explaining what you did. So just avoid it by going down. So we're going to take damage and run up this way instead of going around on all those gears. Got to go and load a hidey hole so we don't get blown away. And boom, we're almost out of here. And we are back at the start. You know what? I want to go here with full health. And the chest that we saved at the beginning is right there. All right, so we're at the boss. So what this is just a wall. So that's constantly healing. So what we want to try and do is position ourselves to destroy this and attack him at once, while trying not to lose too much health. Because as you see, his health keeps going up every time that refills. But now we're just going to stay here. Just kill at least one. If you have both of them going, it's a pain because you're literally fighting the health. All right, and this guy done. All right, now we're starting to see the true boss of the game. Well, that's like Mother Nature right there. I believe that's what that's called. All right, so like I said, we're going to use the wings, and that brings us, instead of walking up, because there's an exit at the top of the screen, which brings you right at the entrance of the place. Using that brings you right to the start. All right, now, the most annoying place ever, Yak Tor. The annoying tower is what I like to call it. This place can be jank. Definitely jank. So what we want, definitely save. We need the yellow wand because these buckethead crabs, they like to get in your way. So you want to take them out as, whoops, I'm still running. Okay, those guys were behaved. They like to get in your way and the yellow is the weakness of them. Oh, all right. We definitely have to go to get the backup life. Oh. All right. So we come up here. Are you kidding me? All right, we died. And luckily, we collected that checkpoint, or else we would have no progress. That was bad. Oh, these guys are in much better position now. I guess all that took was a death. And we didn't lose much time, like at least 30 seconds. We're still... Oh, you serious? We're still gonna go get that backup health. No, 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 no. Oh, there's one thing I forgot to mention about the tail, too. Alright. It can bounce back projectiles. Alright, so we gotta run from this giant thing that's gonna crush these. And get our backup health. Big acorn. Oh, and I tripped. Alright, we're out of here. Now we're going to our next boss. Gonna go pick up this health as well. At least they give you health everywhere. So this boss is weak to green. Yeah, I'll show you what the tail does here. Ernie dead. I believe this is health. Yep, okay. Trying to get all the health that I can, just to be safe. So we don't die again. Alright, so, where we're at now... is there... shipping these things off to a different island, which there's an open crate, so... what's the best way to get to another island like that? Is to hide in it. So that's what we're gonna do. And I'm completely ignoring that save right there. Don't know why they put it there, it's kind of pointless. Now this is why I call this the annoying tower. Like, we're not in the tower anymore. We're on a floating island, but and once again, there's health everywhere. So we definitely got to pick that up. That one's just money, the bubbles. So we have to avoid these mimics that don't respect your does not respect your personal space whatsoever. They like to just get right up on you. All right, we're definitely going to want to take damage here a little bit, not by that, but the next area we're gonna have to do a death abuse. So we definitely want to lose a bit of health. Or we can take one more hit. Alright, you can't take any more. Alright, so what we gotta do here is we're timed. Well, not here yet, but we're almost there. I was getting ahead of myself. So we can see this thing again. And we have to make sure we hold up here. For some reason, the cutscene doesn't trigger unless you're holding up. There we go. So yeah. Now we're gonna find out who Ungaro really is. It's a big shadow dude hiding inside him. And he's got squeezed. I don't remember his name, but poor Ungaro. Now she gives us our final staff that we need. Which, believe it or not, I don't think there's anything that's weak against that staff. Alright, so we're going to take our save and take a death here. Alright. We need full health. Hiding inside some polygons. Alright. So we're gonna damage boost through everything. This is one of my favorite parts in the game, though. I like feeling the pressure like this. Are we gonna go get this backup health? And we technically don't, but I want to just to be safe. Better be safe than sorry. And have to do this all over again. I mean, there's one more health coming up, but we may not need it. Yeah, I'll get it just to be safe. It's right here. All right. All right, we're good. We're out. And somehow, don't know how, we get rescued. I don't know where there was an exit or how they were able to get out, but then boom, we get hit off and Bean jumps after us. So this explains about the whole Mother Nature and protecting it and all that stuff. We're underwater too. All right, next we're going to 3 small islands. Well, 1 small island with 3 levels on it. So there's a fun tech here that. So what you're supposed to do here? There is a big gap that big empty gap right here that you're supposed to go around and hit a spout like this. But with that little bit of brick there, you can just jump right through it. All right, but yeah, that's how we're supposed to get over originally. All right, so here we go. Water bubble. His weakness is red. So we want to attack him a couple times, and then those things, they heal him. So yeah, just sit there, destroy him. Let the text go by, and we fly away. All right, water bubble's dead. Now we're going to the small shrine. There's a fun little trick with this boss too. There's a fun little trick with this boss. Oh, we need, not this one, like the final boss for this area. This one, his weakness is yellow. It's just this giant pincher bug. Just gotta bust his butt. All right, he's dead. Gonna warp us back to the beginning. I'm gonna get this just in case, even though I'm not gonna need it. Even though my health is pretty low, but we might take a death. Might take a small death near the boss, because this place is definitely kind of crazy with the enemies everywhere. So this one's like a little maze. You gotta choose a correct warp stone platform thing. Even though there's only two choices, if you choose the wrong one, it brings you back to the start. So this is where it gets really hectic, and if you start attacking, it's gonna generate so much lag. But you don't need to, you just damage boost through everything. All right, and just, how much health do I have? I should have enough. I should, but I'm gonna take a death if I can. Because there's times that it's like, it's almost like, I wouldn't say it's pixel perfect, but it's pretty close where you have to be in order to pull off this strat. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. I'm gonna come back here. All right, let's get here. So this guy, he just jumps around and drops bombs. So we want to get ourselves in this corner right here. And not get flattened. Almost to the... Still might be too far up. Nope, there we go. And you can just sit here and just... And the bombs won't even hurt you or nothing. Alright, here's another fun thing. We beat them. We don't even have to go to the end. And there's crystals that we could destroy. We didn't have to do that. So, again, we just warp out and go. All right, this one, we have to save. We have to manually save. There's no checkpoints. So if I die here, we're getting booted to the title screen. And this place is definitely one of the worst. It's irritating because buckethead crabs, bomb plants. Let's get out of here for a second. Ow. That was an unfortunate hit. So yeah, even just touching them hurt you. And these buckethead crabs, they get in your way, like this guy. But there's a nice little strat with these guys. Not. All right. This is sketchy. I might. This is sketchy. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have enough health to make it through. So we might see the unfortunate title screen. This is supposed to increase my defenses. So, okay, nope, we did it. Whew, that was scary. One hit away from dying. All right, we destroy those crystals. We find old Grandpa Ratman. And Bean drags him away. So yeah, if we don't save here, and we're in trouble. And yep, we get taken out. We're dead. All right, we're back home. I am surprised the thing's still around me. And we get to use the cape again. So now we have to go to that island that fell. The one that we were on, that we got rudely knocked off the bird. So yeah, that's where we gotta go. We gotta go see Old Man Ratman. This is Fall Island. And then we gotta... trying to remember. How is... oh, Thunder Island's a fun one, which is where we're going next. So yeah, we gotta... what we gotta do is we gotta... he's gonna tell us we gotta gather 3 statues. And it looks like Kirby almost. So, Thunder Island, I don't know why it's called Thunder Island. There's no thunder. But it's... so this boss is tedious, to say the least, but there is yet again another trick when it comes to this boss. And it's kind of funny too. Oh my goodness. Taking a beating. Alright, there's a health up here, so it doesn't matter how much damage we take. It's a beefy health. So this boss has no weakness, so it doesn't matter what we use for a staff. And we actually taking him on. Whoops. So we gotta destroy his hands. While deflecting the fireballs back at him. All right, he's gonna get into position. And just stay here. Normally, if you fight him normally, he spits out fireballs and all that at you that you have to deflect back and try and attack him. But if you time it just right, you can get 2 hits off of him in a single go. Which my timing is so bad with this, as you can tell. There we go. I honestly never fought him the royal way because I struggle so hard. Just do this. It's the easiest way to do it. No pressure. It probably is quicker to kill him the regular way, but I honestly have not. I tried when I first started playing this game, and I could not, for the life of me, figure it out. Until I happened to find this. I've been using this ever since. He's almost dead. And... Alright. And then here we go. Once again, we get to use our favorite item. The wings! Alright, so we gotta go home. Old Grandpa Ratman's home. Where is home? There we go. So we gotta go down to the training grounds. Because that's where he'd be. Do 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 do. All right. So got jumping. Oh, I missed it. I missed it. I missed the pixel to jump between them. The few pixels. All right, so he told us what we have to do. He's guiding us to Coral Island. Oh, and the wings didn't bring us where we're supposed to this time. But now we have to make it there on foot. All right, so here's another little fun tech in this level, at the start of this level. It's kind of hard to pull off a bit, but it saves so much time. So much time. So, where we're supposed to do it, you're supposed to go around to the right. But if you can get it, not roll off, you can skip all that and just go in. So this stage is where it's more complex. This is like there's a lot to do, and where you can get lost. Yeah, it's pretty straightforward, but there's a lot more turns that can get a little confusing. And our favorite little bubble things right there, those weird urchin things. Do little damage and they send you flying. So what we gotta do, there's these stones that we gotta destroy because they're holding up a door. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. So right here, destroy that. Use our favorite cape. Get ourselves at the beginning of the stage and do it all over again. Those water dragons are terrible. No. Oh my goodness! He sent me! Oh my goodness. This is tough. At least the water's not killing me, right? Yeah. There we go. That was a lot harder than what it should have been. That was a lot harder than what it should have been. All right. So yeah, we go back here, and now we destroy this. Now the door is open, and we just progress. And I would have to say this is definitely the hardest boss in the game. Move up here. And just mash. Use our lovely cape. So, after this, we gotta go back to Crown Island. I mean, not... the Crown Place. Because, you know, I mentioned about the tree. We need to come here and get that now, since it's right here. We have the bubbles to do it. It costs 100 bubbles, and you get full heal. Alright, so we're gonna switch to green. This is RNG. RNG. This place is terrible. It's simple. There's nothing that can go really wrong, per se. But you just gotta pray on RNG. So the point here is we gotta get the final statue. And this where we gotta get it is across the river. So we gotta ride on this turtle. And we gotta protect him, escort him. While these weird flame thingies come at attacking him from any direction. Hundreds of them. Random too. Sometimes they come in swarms, other times they come in singles like that. And every time they hit him, he tucks into a shell and hides, and we don't go anywhere. So I gotta fend off all these yellow fireball things. Oh, it definitely would save so much time. I'm pretty sure there is a skip some way, but I haven't been able to really dive deep into this game to try and break it. You know what? I'm gonna go Super Saiyan. I'm just irritated. But these guys have been treating me super well. What that does, that like pretty much kills off any of the smaller ones that's around. But it really doesn't do too much because we get swarmed. Like this. I honestly don't know what. It's definitely one bunch of RNG because I've tried using up all my bubbles in here and just. So I don't know what caused these guys to come, if there is anything, or it's just so irritating. All right, now we definitely have to pray on turtle luck because this is where we got to depart from the turtle for a little bit. And it doesn't look like we're getting turtle luck. We're almost out of here, though. This is going fairly well. Fairly well. So yeah, the magic for the green wand staff, it increases your strength and attack speed. Almost there. Come on, turtle. You can do it. You can do it, turtle. You can do it. We're right there. We are literally just around the corner and we're there. Right here. There we go. Finally. Talking to the elder tree. All right, we're nearing the end. So our next step, we have to go home. We have to go home. Go to the seasonal island to get a final weapon, and then we go back home. Boop, boop, doo, doo. So yeah, we got to go all the way down to the training area again to see old Grandpa Ratman. Let's see if we can get this gap right here. There we go. That's what was supposed to happen last time. So now, since we got all the statues, he gives us a seed. And so these seeds, you pick up, you see flowers lying around all the levels. Each staff goes up to level 4, and there's all these different types of weapons you can get. You can get a boomerang, an axe, a hammer. So that's what we're gonna do, but we need this weapon in order to beat the final boss. Without it, you can't. So the weapons are like speed, range, like that kind of stuff. Attack speed, like all that fun stuff. All right, so we are going to plant the seed, get a new weapon. And we're going to get the weapon that deals most damage, the hammer. All right, so I don't forget, we no longer need the cape. The cape is useless. All right, there is a small chance that we're gonna die, so I'm gonna save because there's no checkpoints here. So if we die, it boots us right to the title. And saving's really quick. Start, C, start. Don't really lose any time from saving. And this is my favorite music coming up throughout the whole game. The best sound. I honestly don't know what this weapon's magic is. Never really tried it. Probably good. Avoid. All right, now here we go. Jumping down the giant hole and final boss. We definitely want to get into his head like this. And one bad thing, he when he's up there, he shoots out projectiles you can't see, and like that. Like you can't see it, and it hits you. And if you pay attention to his health, he heals constantly. And the only thing that does enough damage is this white weapon. You can have a level 4 anything, and it's not gonna even. You can't kill him. Even with a secret hidden black weapon, you can't kill him with that either. Even that weapon has that one has like the speed, but it doesn't have. You just can't. I'm gonna have to heal after this. All right. Ow! Stop it, dude. Here we go. You gotta be doing really good on time. Holy smokes. Doing really good on time. Unfortunately, this isn't world record pace because I had to opt to run it on my Fenrir because my laser's dying on my other Saturn. Still a heckin' good time. Oh, I don't want to talk to you. All right, so the time ends as soon as I talk to this plant. So we saw the bean get murdered. All right, so time is coming up, and after I talk to them. Now. that's the end of the game. Whew, that was definitely a heckin' good run. Wow. So thank you so much for having me. This was awesome. It's definitely good to get de-rust on a marathon. This is perfect timing for it. Yeah, that's Linkle Liver Story. Definitely would love to see a lot more runners. There's a lot more tech for this that can be figured out, learned, and just a lot more optimizations. No, this is not a new PB. My current time for the Fenrir is 1:13:14. But with the actual disc itself is almost under 1:15. Yeah, thank you so much for having me. This was great. Yeah, I'll definitely love to see a lot more runners for this. There is, for those that just want to play it, there is a translation patch for it as well, and everything's translated, so you can go through the game, whole entire game with like that. So it's pretty awesome. Okay, so yeah, thank you guys so much.